Let's do a super helpful Zoom for all the people that are in my community. Everybody's coming in. So I'm going to share my screen with all of you, and I want to show you what I see in the chart in real time right now. So let's do, hold on, portion of screen, share sound, boom. You all see my screen?
Yes.
No, yeah.
Okay, good.
Hey,
Yes,
Oracle.
we good.
Hey, everybody.
All right, so I just walk in the house. You know, I like to short. Hold on. I like to short. That's my thing. It's Sunday. We're pumping up on hope and excitement. Now, first thing I look at when I come in is I take a screenshot before I leave. I just came back from the gym, so this is what I do when I sit down to trade. Okay? First thing I do is I look at my screenshot. We were at 6:45. Hold on. Something wrong with my screenshot tool. It takes these squished pictures. We were at 6:45. Now we're at 574. We were all green. Now let me show you all. This I like this BitMEX chart because it's comfortable for me. The way I trade is I have whatever exchange I'm using, usually BitTuneX will be right next to this. I have two tabs. Let's get rid of my screenshot. But I'm going to show you an alternative chart, okay, to see the same thing. This is Fibit. You guys can find a link for it over here in the link room for Fibit, right? If you don't want to use this chart, because this chart is a mess, okay, watch when I refresh what happens. Look at this, okay? This is what they did to BitMEX. It's like disgusting. So I have to every time come here, go like this, and then I have to set the chart the way I like. It's really a pain. Where is it? Oracle. Come here. Here you are. Okay. Now the chart is set the way I like. Okay. First thing I do is I look at the 6 hour. I don't look all the way back here. None of us are archaeologists. We look here. Direction is green. But here's a big tip for you guys. Okay. First thing I see is I think the price is getting weaker. Why do I say that? Well, a green candle should have a wick going up. A red candle should have a wick going down. All of these candles have a sign of weakness. Right there. They have wicks coming out the bottom. It shouldn't be like that. So the next thing I do is I go down to the 1 minute. I mean the 1 hour. Okay. This tells me a lot. Basic rules of everything I've taught to everyone in my consultation is the bigger the candle, the bigger the move. The smaller the candle, the weaker the move. So at this point, I wouldn't short yet because everything is green. Green. It's pretty simple. But I see a pattern starting to break. First of all, we pumped a lot for no reason on the weekend. Okay, now that's just conjecture. That means nothing. But I see these tails on the 6 hour. They're not such an important thing on the 6 hour. But when I look at the 1 hour, they had the AM pump at 10 a.m., which I told you in the DTU, that they wake up around 10 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. They scratch their balls. They walk to Starbucks. They walk the dog. They get a coffee for their girlfriend. They look at the Bitcoin price is pumping. They jump in, and then we slaughter them. But anyway, this secondary candle is weaker. That's a sign of weakness in the moment. So this makes me more aware. Okay? Now, for direction to change, we have something called the 4-bar rule. None of this is really in my consultation, by the way. Consultation will blow you away. Okay? But right now, the direction is long at this moment, but there's some turbulence here. If this was another big green candle, I would tell you, you have the singularity. Green and green. Even Ray Charles could win that trade. Okay, the direction would clearly be long. So at this point, before I enact any trades, what I do is I wait. Okay, going long is no longer clear at this moment. Okay. And so what I would do is it's 11:54. We're about to get a new candle in 6 minutes on the 1 hour chart. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. When the new candle, now I go hour by hour. Many of you see me all the time right in the DTU. Watch your 1 hour, okay? If the 1 hour gets bigger, well, then your direction will stay long. If the 1 hour starts getting smaller and then starts turning red, well, you start to know the future. It takes 4 red 1 hour candles without anybody even knowing to change the direction on the 6 hour. Remember, it takes 4 opposite colors here. 4 nice red bars will change the 6 hour to red and change direction. If you have a nice solid 2 green ones here, I don't like the tails, and I don't like that it's Sunday. Sundays are known for ferocious action around 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. Okay, for whatever reason, it's when the markets wake up, whatever. 1 hour right now is showing a little indecisiveness. It's got a big long tail, and it's a smaller candle, and you know the candle and the wick are just as important. The wick is smaller too. In this moment, right now, I would consider the pumping that we had to be weakening. I would be cautious going long. Now this could change. The next candle could be a big green giant candle, and then we have singularity, and then we could be on our way to 69,000. The last thing I'll teach you all is something that's here in the Discord, but too many of you overlook it. It is the simplest game in the world. Let's see if it's here. Coordinates. I talk to you about this all the time. Okay, Bitcoin has certain behavioral patterns. Hold on, let's see if we can find it. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, it's not in this room. It is in the strategies. Here, OTEC strategies. This is the craziest thing that nobody has ever told you. These numbers, 086, 113, and 226. Okay, if you can find this video, go watch it. It happens every time. Now, for those of you that don't want to use this BitMEX chart, set yourself up with just using, you don't have to trade on Fibit, but use their chart. Okay, first thing you do is you're going to set the 6 hour, the 1 hour, the 5 minute, the 3 minute, the 1 minute. Okay, whatever. But I look at, just like you can use this as a replacement if you don't want to deal with this complex BitMEX. It's the same candles. Look, you see? The same chart. Look, identical. So now, if you don't want to use this, I only use this for direction, so I can come in a minute. Like I just walked in from the gym. I could come in a minute and say, oh, you know what? Green Army is weakening in the moment. I can't short yet. I have no right because nothing is red. Maybe I can later. Everybody has a preference. I can trade long or short, okay? But I don't like to go long. It takes a lot of hope to pump up the price. And we trade on the shortest time frame, okay? Because I'll tell you, we use this 3 minute, and all it does is pump and dump. That's all it does. So once we determine that we have the direction between the 6 hour and the 1 hour, let's say we had a nice green candle here and our direction was to long, we'll just come down to the 3 minute right here, and we wait our turn. All it does is pump and dump, and you have an advantage. If you know the direction is long, okay, you wait, and you get in down here, and boom, you nail the long. Okay, when your profit starts going away, you get out. It couldn't be easier than that. So, out of all the exchanges, I like Bitunix the best. Okay, Margex second best. This is great to, you can trade on this, but it's great to use their charts. It's really simple. Okay, and then you come to the 3 minute, and you see all it does is go up and down. One last thing I'm going to leave you all with is the auto button. Every exchange has an auto button. Okay, see that auto? You always want to have that on. If you're going to use BitMEX, a lot of times when you come down and do your drill down, people who have my consultation and even in my Discord know what this is. Okay, it's the analysis of a pump. Okay, I can drill right down to see if we're at a local top or a local bottom, just like this. Okay, and that's where I would enter my trades. But sometimes your chart will get all messed up in the lines, all squiggly and everything. Come down here and use the auto button. If you use BitMEX out of the box, it will look nothing like this chart. This chart is customized for me. It's gotten rid of all the unnecessary distractions and garbage. Okay, even you guys like this on the top, right? The dancing Christmas tree. I don't need to see all that crap. I do not need to be influenced by any outside sources. I just need the number and the candles. Anything else is astrology and horoscope for grown-ups. All that matters is the bigger the candle, bigger the move, smaller the candle, weaker the move. And you run that all the way down. I would suggest that all of you, okay, trade on Bitunix, and you have, oh, and I didn't talk about the coordinates. I'll do that next. Okay, But you can use this chart right here. Really simple. Instead, now look at that. See, that's all messed up, right? And you can't like go adjusting it however you want. You have to hit the auto button to make it proper. This way your charts will look like my charts. Very simple. So I would have this open. You don't need nothing to sign up or anything. It's the email address and password. They don't even care about anything, really. It's like a pirate ship. But you can use that in place of this. Now, let's talk about the number game. Okay, for us to move to 69,000, the next whole number, we are right in the middle of the nether region. We're in the middle. Okay, here's the coordinates. To move up to 68,000, I want you to think of a man hanging off, or to move up to 69, okay? I want you to think of a man hanging off a cliff, okay? Now, in order to get to 69, we need to get to the 900 range here. If they can hold that 900 range, what happens is human emotion kicks in. These, I'm going to teach you now, are the coordinates, okay? 086, 113, and 226. I will teach you how to use them up and how to use them down. And if you're in my Discord group, when we're done, you need to go watch this video. This is the most easiest way to win trades. Everything else aside, okay? The whole number. To get to 69, we need to be at 68,900. We need to be within what we call salivation range, where people are salivating because it's going to go to 69. Okay? It's all like a Jedi mind trick. Now, once that happens and you hit 69,000, here's what you look for. Velocity. How did it break through that 69? Did it struggle? Did it barely hold on? Did it go up to maybe 69,086 and then fall back under? That means it's weak. That means it's structurally unsound. It's a FOMO pump. Okay? Now, if it blows through with major velocity, 69,200, 69,300, 69,375, 69,425, just rocketing up, that's high velocity. Usually that's clear direction that you should be longing. You would see it on the charts here as well. Okay? I don't use the 1 minute. The 1 minute will deceive you. Use the 3 minute. It's the truth. The 1 minute will mislead you. The 3 minute. Where you want to enter and exit. Those of you that have my consultation, no. Let me see something. There's a whole bunch of you here, all nice and quiet. Good. It's nice. All right, let's keep going. So, to get to the next whole number, you got to get to the 900s. It's human emotion. Then they start salivating. They all buy in. And then you check the velocity over the whole number. If the velocity is low, okay, you can short that. You can short that and destroy it. Okay, if the velocity is high, you're going to have to long. Now let's talk about the other way. Let's talk about going down. At 68,500, 68,600, 68,700 don't mean anything. It means nothing. You're still in the nether region. You're in between. Okay? So, when do you know that the whole number is going to break? Let's go take it down now, which might happen tonight. We don't know. It only goes up and down. How do you know if 68,000 is going to break? Well, it's like having a giant sledgehammer, and 68,000 is a lake of ice, and you're pounding away on it, pounding away on it. Eventually, it's going to break. Okay, hold on 1 second. So, what you're going to see, hold on. I thought I was recording this for everybody. I guess we're not. Oh, here we are. Hold on. So people missed all of that. So anyway, most of you know this already about these coordinates. Some of the people who listen to this Zoom are going to have a big chunk of it missing because I was on pause. But some things are meant to keep secret. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to share with you guys my analysis of what I see happening here. Okay, I see weakness, Sunday pumping. I look at the chart. Now here, we start again. But I'll tell you, I do see something. We have the new 1 hour candle. It doesn't have a tail, but honestly, it's smaller. Smaller the candle, smaller the move. And the price has dropped. We were around the 600s before. So this is going to be interesting to watch. So I would watch it hour by hour. Now we're still at 550. If you get another 1 hour candle that's a bigger green, yeah, we can go higher, and then you have to watch for them to get around that 68,900 range, and then they'll go over the whole number, and you can watch the velocity of it and take action. Okay, so you have to remember these numbers. These are the numbers that it's starting to break down when you're going to destroy a whole number. When it's starting to climb up, okay, it's got to go to around the whole number plus 900. Okay, so what does that mean? In this instance, 68,900, you got a good shot at 70,000. Okay, is that right? 68,900? No, you got a good shot, yeah, at 69,000. The next whole number. Very simple. Right now, we're stuck in the middle. I wouldn't long or short right now. Okay, what I would do is keep watching my 1 hour, and if I start to get some red here, and then I start to break down the coordinates, okay, of 226,113,086, then I start to lick my chops and get ready, okay, because I love to short. And let me tell you, I'm going to let a bunch of morons go first. I'm going to let them break it down to 68 if we go that way. I'm going to let them break the 68, go down to like 57, 888. And then when the dummies come to buy the dip, I know something they don't know. I know that whole number is very weak and fragile. And as soon as they come over it, I'm going to short the piss out of them. And you can run from that 226 range down to the 888, okay, over and over again. Some people might say, well, would you long it from the 888? No, I don't do that. That's too risky. Anyway, I'm done. Did you guys find this helpful? You can all unmute yourselves for a minute if there's anything you want to say.
Yeah,
it was a great reminder.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
Yeah,
Oracle,
thanks
quick
very much.
question.
Wait, we have
Would
a
you
question.
say the nether region would be between 400, 700?
It's between your balls and your ass. Okay, it's the nether region. All right, the nether region is between anywhere from 400 to 700 is the nether
Right on.
region. But it's more
Thanks,
like
Chief.
right in the middle, 500-600 range, like around there. But that whole range, you are nowhere. Okay, you are no place until you're starting to see the 900s, meaning you're going to climb to the next whole number, or my favorite, when you start to see it break down. When you start to see it break down those coordinates, and you'll watch it happen. In the old days when I first developed this, and I had been doing this for years, and the price is going down slowly. Okay, now there could be pumps or whatever, and we are still technically green. You cannot short against this, but you could wait and you could attack it many times. We have a lot of action around 7, 8 p.m. on Sundays. Okay, I think it's because the markets start to wake up. Just like we have the stock market pumps and all of that stuff at like when stock market closes, this is all caused by the humanity of people. The reason why we have a stock market close pump, okay, is because all of the degenerate day traders have nothing to do now because the stock market closed. So they all come over and they trade crypto. And they have no idea what they're doing. They just see the price, they think it's high, they want in. Okay, and we just eat those people alive. Okay, the weekends, there's no professionals. The weekends are only crypto heads. A lot of times on Saturday, you'll be in a dead zone, okay, around the nether region. And then Sunday night, you're going to see what the market wants around 7, 8 o'clock. Either a massive pump or a massive dump. You don't guess at it. You wait and you watch like I do, like a fucking assassin. Anyway, anybody else want to say anything?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Great Sunday analysis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Oracle.
Thanks,
Have a
Oracle.
great weekend, man.
Thanks, Oracle.
It was my
Good
honor.
man.
A lot of people didn't make it. I see them in the waiting room there. At least we recorded it for them so everybody will get to hear it. You all have a wonderful day, okay?
Yes,
Thanks.
sir.
You too, Oracle.
Well,
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
My
Thank you
honor.
for your time.